Hello, I'm Dr. John Fitzgerald with My Nutrition Advisor, and I have with me today a special guest, Cheri Petroni with Oasis to Zen Spa that's located in Las Vegas. Hi, Cheri.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You have a very interesting spa. It's growing by leaps and bounds, getting very busy over there, and you sell My Nutrition Advisor Superfoods. So I know you've used them since we brought the products out, and I wanted you to tell us about your spa, tell us how you use superfoods, all of this good stuff, because you have a wealth of knowledge that people want to hear about. People love hearing, how do I get my skin to glow? And that's what you specialize in. So tell me about what you do over there.
Okay. Yes, I'm the owner of Oasis to Zen Wellness Spa, and I, by trade, am an esthetician, which I now proudly say I'm a holistic, all-natural esthetician because I have a backstory to why I love the superfoods so much. And that is because about 5 years into my career, I got very, very sick, which is not the good part, but it was the good part because I realized that not only was I putting not such great food into my body, but also I was utilizing a lot of skincare products that were just less than perfect for overall health, a lot of ingredients and so forth. So as part of my journey, I became completely organic as much as possible. I mean, sometimes there's a little bit here and there, but with what I do within my business, which also I had to do with my personal life because of the fact that I had rashes all over me. I was about, I'd say 50 pounds heavier than I am right now, give or take 5 pounds. And my skin looked really horrible. Who wants an esthetician that looks crummy herself? And so as a result, I cleaned up my health. I cleaned up my skincare program myself and couldn't really do the things I used to do with my clients without bringing that into the spa. Given that most spas are glorified salons here in Las Vegas anyway, and it was very hard for me to find a home. Because I couldn't find a home, I decided to make my own. And I'm really excited to say that everyone here, we all have the same philosophy. It's all about natural holistic health, and part of that is healthy eating. Because the skin is part of our body, the largest organ of the body, it is very important with overall health. And so my twist with the superfoods is the aspect of overall skin health to, which really, let me back up a little bit. Overall skin health and how our skin looks is a direct result of what's going on within our body. That's the bottom line. I can cleanse all day long and so forth, but if I'm eating horribly, yes.
One thing that you said to me was, you said that skin health comes from within and what you eat. And that's one of the differences that you do. You make recommendations to people's diets to improve their skin health, and you make sure they don't put any harmful chemicals on their skin. And that is a clear difference from most of the estheticians that you see. They don't care so much about the overall health of the person.
Yes, yes, definitely. Did you have something else to add, or do you want me to go?
No, that right there I wanted to be very clear of, because when you said they're just glorified salons,
yes,
that's more what you were referring to, saying I can't work in a place that doesn't look at the overall health of the person, and I'm not going to give the person products that I know they're not going to do very good with. It isn't good for their overall health, their hormonal system, how their skin looks. So that's what really separates you apart from a typical place.
Yes, yes, and no offense to any salon owners or anything out there, but there's a time and a place for that. And you know, I go to my hairstylist in a salon, and I do what we do in salons, and then I come back here where it's a very different environment, one about holistic Zen, being blissful, being centered and grounded, and part of that does have to do with eating whole foods. I found that by changing my diet and introducing a whole food diet as well as many of the superfoods by hand, and I'll share that in just a second, was very beneficial for my skin. I happened to lose a ton of weight in the process, I was just trying to get better, as in feeling better and not having the rashes and so forth. And what I found was the direct link between overall health and overall skin health. The by hand process I'm talking about is the superfood mix was like, wow, this is the holy grail of smoothies. And that is because I was putting in, let's see, turmeric every day, ginger, cutting those up into my smoothie, a little bit of maca root, a little bit of raw cacao, maybe a little bit of pomegranate juice concentrate, some different things like that, way more stuff.
Superfoods into your smoothies already.
Yes, but individually you're trying to create exactly what you already have. So when I saw this and I saw how much more money I was spending and time and all of the other stuff, it just didn't make any sense to not just use this instead. And that's why it's here. It helps my clients so much in the programs that we have for eating for radiant skin, as well as, of course, the bonus of becoming healthier and usually losing weight, that it just didn't make any sense to not have it here.
What is the feedback from your clients when you tell them to have truly beautiful skin, you need to put fruits and vegetables in your body, you need to add superfoods to your body, because what you eat is going to come out in your skin? What is the follow through and the feedback you get from giving people those instructions?
Well, very, very good. It's amazing once I get them. And here's what I did. I actually created a little display that shows all of the different things I just had in my cupboard, and said you could do this and that's only a part of it, or you could just buy this. And they thought, oh, that looks easy, I'll try it. Not really realizing, and after a couple of, they usually buy 2 bags because they can't decide, unless they do a Zytoscan, which is something that we can talk about in a minute if we get time. And then they come back and they're excited because they do see the difference, even if that's the only thing they change. We have food programs for radiant skin and so forth, but that in and of itself, my regular clients come in and it's wonderful feedback because they're very happy and they're sold.
Another thing that you mentioned that I just want to reiterate is you like to tell people to eat a different superfood smoothie recipe every day. So it keeps a variety of nutrients in their body rather than one. And I totally agree with what you're saying on that. I think that's a good point. So tell me about what you do.
Well, what I do is I encourage them to also get your book, which is the recipe book. There's several of them, and I do have them all, and I recommend them all. But the recipe book helps tremendously. I personally do a basic where I'll grab some leafy vegetable and a cucumber and this and that, and kind of my old routine that I used to do with the superfood. And then I look in your book to see kind of what resonates with me for the day. And that's what I recommend to them. Just pick, because your body knows. You're really at that deeper level, your body knows. And then, you know, sometimes they get a little bit creative and come in and go, oh, I did peanut butter and jelly today, or one of the cappuccinos because they needed a little bit of caffeine, and then they get excited and then they use it, and then they'll sometimes come up with their own, which sometimes sound really, really interesting, but not that I recommend that, but it's really, really helpful to have that as a backup.
Well, I really like that philosophy. I think that's a very good point, because so many times people will get in the rut of doing the same thing over and over and over, and that's not the best approach. The best approach is what you said. Do a variety. What do you feel like today? That's what you should do. As far as smoothie recipes, then you get a whole bunch of different vegetables and superfoods in your diet, and that's going to make the biggest improvement for your overall skin. Do you have, I know you have a really good story. You've kind of mentioned it in a roundabout, but you're down over 50 pounds since you cleaned up your diet and started incorporating superfood smoothies and stuff like that, and you've gotten rid of the bad chemicals. How do you feel now? How do you look? What's the response from some of these people that have known you for quite a while?
Well, the ones that have been with me for 10 years are very surprised, and the ones that have just joined me in the last few years don't believe me. I feel the best I have since probably my 20s. I went through quite a period of depression, tried to be a stay-at-home mom, which was not one of my best things ever. It's a wonderful thing, but I needed to be out of the house, or that was just a symptom of something bigger. I don't know, but I do know this, that I don't have any medications that I take anymore. I have energy. I'm a live wire most of the time.
What you're doing, you've got off all your medications, you've lost 50 pounds, you have a new outlook on life. Your place is awesome when you go in there. The name is perfect, Oasis to Zen, because I'm just totally relaxed when I've entered there. I'm like, wow, this was really designed nicely. So it's a really, really good feel. You've really changed everything up, major changes in your life. From just changing what you put in your mouth, sounds like everything's changed.
Yes, yes. I have just a very quick, yesterday, the FedEx guy, he's early 20s, and he comes in here and there. Well, no one was right out front, so he comes in and he comes, hey, finally goes, Cheri, are you in here? Well, I thought it was my son, so I wasn't answering, which probably isn't the nice thing to say, but he brought me in a package, and then he sat down and he wanted to know what we do here, and he was fascinated, and he said, well, I don't go anywhere else in all of my travels throughout Las Vegas that it feels like this. Do you mind if I come in every now and again when I drop off a package and sit here for a few minutes? And I thought, what a testimonial to what we've tried to do here. And yes, it all has to do with just cleaning up food and what I put on my body and drinking water and not a lot of other stuff. And it's just resulted in a whole new way of life. And as a result, my family has taken that on also, which is just bonus and very cool.
That's great. That's really great. Let me ask you, what is your ideal client? Why would I come to you, or who do you want to attract as clients to come to you?
Well, anybody, of course, but the perfect client seems to be someone that wants to get away from the lifestyle of rush and busy, even though they're still going to be just as busy, maybe, but that shift in how they look at things, to be able to come somewhere for meditations, yoga, a holistic way of living, learning whether it be how to eat, how to cleanse your skin properly, a whole body approach. And it tends to be women somewhere in the range of 35 to 55, with a little bit on each end. Not necessarily single, married with kids or anything like that, but have a pretty comfortable position within their family structure and just are looking to do more so that they can age gracefully without going under the knife and doing Botox and all of that other stuff that just in the long term hurts their body.
So what are the predominance of clients? What is the condition that they come in with? Is it straight skin problems? Is that the most common thing for the whole esthetician part of it? And then you transition them into, you got to clean up your diet and you have to do these other things too. Am I seeing that right?
Yes, yes. Sometimes it's just an eyebrow wax, and then they go, well, what else do you do here? And then they, come in for a meditation or something like that. But yes, that's my way of, in a sense, bringing people in. It just was set up that way, not because I planned it. And then people that want more will ask, and then it does roll into, okay, I'd like to clean up how I actually take care of my skin, and then usually the food comes after that, but sometimes before, because somebody may want to lose weight. There's been times that I've done group programs where it was just eating for radiant skin and they've done nothing else and come off the streets, and we've done a group program in here. So we offer a lot of things. I
know you've lost a lot of weight, and you said your skin's looking great, you're off all medications. Do you have any other clients in similar scenarios like this?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. In fact, there's one, she moved to Colorado just recently, and I do have a video, which I need to put up with this particular video when it gets out there. I'm waiting for my website to get fixed. Not fixed, but upgraded. And so she lost 50 pounds. I didn't know was in a, not a walker, I want to say stroller. Don't tell me. A wheelchair. I'm so sorry. A wheelchair part of the day. I didn't know. She came to me. She was pretty much off the street, so to speak. She saw us on a meetup and joined us, ended up not doing it for the skin. She did it for the weight. As a result, she was off all of her meds. Her skin looked amazing. She's now moved to Colorado with a new job. She was on disability prior. And I love to watch her on Facebook because she's hiking and she's doing all of these amazing things. And it wasn't me. I gave her I gave her the guide and I helped facilitate, but she took it and she's run with it still. This has been about almost 2 years for her. She's just the one that comes to mind. And of course, a lot of my clients are still here within the mix and have done various, have similar stories of one part or the other, but she was everything changed. Everything about her.
That
really
is
neat.
That's one of the things that we're going to get better about on the My Nutrition Advisor site, because we get a lot of people that email us, and I talk to people like you that use our stuff and our programs and help so many people. We want to start putting more of these testimonials on the site, because it's just something really powerful, because somebody that's listening to this is going to hear that and it's probably going to motivate them too. And those stories just and I know we can go on because I know you've had more. I just wanted you to say one.
Yes.
So people know you did it for yourself. Now you're helping other people do it. You're doing a very good job of it. Is there anything else that you would like to add that you want people to know about your facility? Oh,
well, let's see. There's so much I could say. I just think I will finish with the fact that, we really have a full-service spa with holistic services, whether it be workshops, customized programs for just the skin, pain relief, working these whole foods into your diet along with the superfood smoothies. They kind of go along with any of it. And or just traditional spa services and a whole bunch of different workshops. And so we're on Meetup, we have a website, we're on Facebook. If you want to learn more, just call or come and take a look at some of those different aspects, and I'm sure you'll have questions after that.
Yeah. What's the name again of your business?
Oasis to Zen. It's fully Oasis to Zen Wellness Center and Transformation Spa, which there's a whole story behind that. But if you do Oasis to Zen, T-O, not the number, but Oasis to Zen on Google or Bing or what have you, we're the only one that comes up because there is no other name that I've found yet. So that's the good news.
Okay, that's great. I'm sure people will be looking you up because it's just like that driver said, the delivery guy. It's a great place to go hang out. And if you want skin care, and you want top-notch skincare with no chemicals and real advice that's going to make changes, yours is a place to go to. Yours is definitely one of the premier places to go to if you want healthy-looking skin. And that's something that really stands out for you. Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate you being on here, and I appreciate you using My Nutrition Advisor Superfood Smoothies. And I've heard nothing but good. I've been over there. I've heard nothing but great feedback from everybody that I know that has went to your place. So I just want to thank you for using My Nutrition Advisor Superfoods and doing what you do.
Oh, thank you. I'm very, very pleased and honored to be working with you. You've taught me a lot, and I know we'll be working together for a long time. So thank you.
Okay, thanks for coming on today. I appreciate it. That's Cheri Petroni from Oasis to Zen.